What's going on, everyone? So this is gonna be another odd one because I'm back to working from my phone. Shadow's there, and doggo's there. Don't mind the TV being on. Um, but this will be about the T1 bike I bought. It's foldable. It's this one here. Um, I should keep it upright like this, give video consistency, and yes, duckies and cows. It's my little shelf going on there, but beside the point. So I'll upload a link with this from where I bought it. It's a pretty common one for the budget. Good bag here. I might do a video on that in my dasher bag or pizza bag, but it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty janky as you can tell, but it works. I get about 18 miles on level 3 right here on the speed adjustment, which is a bit less than the listed when I went to go buy it. Couple things to note is this is level that came with it, which is different. If I remember correctly, the listing had a 4 or 5 dot system for the level. Mounts, I think, about the same. There's a couple of minor differences about it. It did come with a bag, which shoved under here. This is it. It's an alright bag. The hanger for it works nicely, but look here, you can already tell. Sorry about the ding, it was just a cup I'm going to use. But even up on the handlebars here, I'll show you, it does something like that. Here, I'll show you off the gate with the handlebars extended. There we go. Bunch of these quick releases at fold points. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them to all adjust here. But yeah, as you can tell, even with the handlebars up, it's still going to hit the wires here. And yeah, I got the lock mount there, so it's going to be hitting. But even with that down, I'd still fight the wires. So not the greatest design for it. They come with 3 keys, so pretty hard to steal any particular thing off it. And with the battery here, I like this kinda. It's a little lever right there under the seat that you flip up. Show you better, but flips up like that. Take the battery key, shove it in, twist it, and as you can see, moves that little locking pin so you can just flip the handlebar up, pull it out. Finding the battery for it, like a replacement if the battery dies, is feasible, but finding one with this for the circulation up to the component or electrical components, it's a little difficult. That's one thing I noticed while riding it. The suspension's good, but, or on bumps, but because the tires are street tires and so small, doesn't really handle mud right. But past that, it's an alright bike. It works and whatnot. Power's on. Comes with a little charger off the mount. Issue with the mount, though, I noticed is if you don't got the kickstand all the way out, it's prone to tipping to obviously the side it's on, which with how this one came, the phone mount is on the same side, so as you can tell by my little ghetto rig, I've already broke it once. Not a huge thing, but definitely not ideal. And then it's a loose mount, like with my phone case. Doesn't sit down in these grooves. Like, it's basically only designed if you don't have a phone mount or a phone case on it. Otherwise, it's going to sit up and barely fit into those grooves enough to actually clamp like this. You really have to torque it down to get the phone to not be shifting around too much. Another thing is if you don't like fat seats like I do, it's not the bike. But if you're looking for something like I was, to just do some work on, like DoorDash or something, or get to point B, works. The battery life on it rocks. It gets a distance. But another downside, now this is a thinner bottle, so it's easier to actually, get in, but you have it mounted like this, the carrier handle, it blocks. Can't get it in. Now, mind you, I have the bike lock that came with it around it, but that was an afterthought after discovering how difficult it is. Now, if you have it mounted the other way, where you insert the bottle like that, then you fight the handlebars. And I've tried it with the handles, the handle's down like this, but with that, that's just to be able to go like so, lifting this. Another thing with this, which is cool, or kind of cool, you can lock it out in like so. So once you have it up, it doesn't fall on you when you lock it with the pressure. But even like that, you can tell that this segment would still hinder the opening, and the opening was on this side instead. Another thing I noticed was, or after purchasing and getting it, was this lock and this lock here. They're both 10 mils. For the nut, they were a little bit loose, so when I was riding, I would hear clanking going about it. So definitely something that needed adjusting. And for obvious shipping reasons, the disc brakes on it, which are nice, it slows down the bike fairly nicely. Um, were out of whack. They're out of line. The rear one, when I took it in to get it adjusted, because any good cyclist knows, go get sorry, hiccups. Go get anything hemmed up that you noticed out the gate, especially the brakes when you're going e-bike speeds. It's needed to just get done so you're not experiencing any issues. Now, on that note though, the front one was quite a bit out of whack that even the bicycle tag couldn't get the front one completely in tune. But after a minute and getting the brakes shaved down from use, because, well, let's face it, another thing with disc brakes is they take a moment to wear in. They quiet it down quite a bit, wasn't squeaking or so much. This is a 48 volts. I came with this 52 volt. There's a 54.6 volt 2 amp output charger. So that's like 100 and almost 10 watts power output. Not too terrible. For this 48 or 4 amp hour 48 volt, need to get it high enough to charge it. But sorry about the little bit of gunk on the sleeve there. The cut is cut in cheese and slitter. But yeah, it does fold up all the way down to pedals. This does come down. Did have to tighten it down again. Just standard little things. Leave that open. But yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty solid little guy. I'll show you folded so you guys have an idea on how small it gets. Sit guys down. I'll do this. It's gonna be a long video here. Folds down to about yay big. That is a little bit smaller than like a Xbox brick, like the Xbox 360, are about the same size as an old laptop one. So that's some size reference there. It's about 8 of them are wide, and width it's about 2 of them set in like that. Takes a few hours to charge from dead. I would say about 40 miles on a charge. It's a pretty solid starter. Wouldn't use it for a main guy. Say about pizza box and a half, hold it up for it sitting like that. And I want to say about pizza box or so tall. give you some reference. If you're a dasher like I am, you know about how big these are. About the size of a large pizza box. Sitting on the ground, the seat sticks up. For width here, width and height folded up. That's it at its back tire. And then there you go. About that big. Yeah, no, it's good. Good little get go. Does have rear and front lights, as you can tell. But yeah, like I said, definitely something to consider. I had to go out with this one though and get the bottle mount. Would not invest in it unless if you have one that is the size of this, like a small little, not that big water bottle to use. Doesn't fit completely pressed down without forcing it a little bit into like the hatch of a Nissan or Sinatra. Kept catching on the weather stripping. But again, if you're looking for a start, it's the way to go. It's cheap. If you need something, just get to point B. And you got some basic handles, make sure it's hemmed up, or you can get it into a bike person. Get everything nice and tight and hemmed up. Works. It's not the most comfortable, but it definitely gets to point B at a reasonable pace. Y'all stay crazy, have a good one. Don't forget to hit that like and sub button, and we'll try to respond to any comments. Have a good one.